Right now on Up with KREM, a new study finds women are paying more for car insurance in Washington state because insurance agencies are allowed to use gender as a rating factor. This morning, states who have banned the practice.
And more people will become eligible for a vaccine in the inland Northwest. We'll tell you how the CDC is changing its guidance for people who have received their shots.
And while it's a cloudy morning across Spokane, we'll see a little bit of sunshine late on today, but a lot more heading into the weekend.
Up with KREM begins now.
Well, in our last half hour, we showed you this tweet from Creighton University's president, tagging Gonzaga's president and betting him a box of Omaha steaks that the Bulldogs are going to lose. Well, check this out, because Gonzaga's president tweeted a response saying he's betting a box of Gala apples and a case of wine that the Zags are going to win the Jesuit matchup. Dana Marie, this is clearly not even close. Like, it's very clear that we are bringing the better team and the better part of the bet, right?
Absolutely, and I think Thane is going to be enjoying those steaks on Sunday night. So
yes,
absolutely.
He's going to use the wine for himself.
He's keeping the wine, and steak with a victory celebration. Love to see it. We hope that that's what we get to talk about after the game on Sunday. But we've got more to cover, starting with a look outside, checking in with Thomas Patrick this morning for our Thursday morning forecast. I keep almost saying Wednesday.
Yeah, already Thursday here. We have to save the steak and wine for this upcoming weekend, though. Weather-wise, it is quite cloudy out there this morning. A lot of that cloud cover hanging quite low, almost to the point where it is fog in some regions, but have seen just a little bit of some visibility reductions. Bit of rain, light rain on the radar in southeastern Washington. Of course, snow when you get in the higher elevations of the Blue Mountains, but a lot of this is drifting southward, so it's drifting away from Spokane. Not expecting any precipitation here. There's that fog across Lookout Pass. It's been kind of in and out right around the bend there, but do remember that if you do encounter any kind of fog, especially during the daytime hours, flip those headlights to on and not automatic, because your automatic beams are not going to register just how low the visibility is, because it is bright out there, but it's a foggy bright. So make sure to turn your headlights on if you experience any kind of fog out there traveling around the region this morning. It is 35 degrees currently in Spokane, 32 in both Moscow, St. Mary's, as well as Sandpoint being the cold spots in the region right now. So at the freezing mark in some areas, warming up to about 50 degrees this afternoon. If we see a little bit of sunshine late in the day, I think that will be more than welcome, because it's going to end up being a pretty cloudy one for this Thursday. But warmer days ahead, sunnier days ahead, and at least one 60-degree day for this weekend. Got that forecast coming for you in just a few minutes.
Thomas, thank you. Well, new research shows women in Washington state are paying more than men for car insurance. Our Seattle sister station learned in our state this practice is actually legal, but several states now have laws banning gender as a rating factor. Now, a study done by Zebra.com says women in the Pacific Northwest overpay the most compared to men for car insurance. The number on your screen there is for Washington and Oregon, where women pay $58 more a year in Washington, and then $78 more a year in Oregon. Now, the study did show that 23 states men pay more, but by much smaller margins. The study looked into why there might be this difference and learned men are riskier drivers and file more claims. But when it comes to women, they're more prone to injury in car accidents.
If you drive just as well as the next person, regardless of gender, then you should have the same chances.
For me as a woman driver, I'm more cautious, not just because I have a kid in the car, but I'm just a cautious driver. I don't like going fast, and so slow and steady wins the race.
Well, right now, there are 7 states that ban gender as a rating factor. Other things that range from state to state are your credit score, your age, and the car you drive.
Well, more and more people in the Northwest are getting vaccinated against COVID-19, and now they may be able to do more in person with friends and family. But with guidelines changing all the time, once you get vaccinated, you don't get to go off with a list of what the CDC says is safe or not safe to do. According to the CDC guidelines, can a vaccinated person hug another vaccinated person? Well, their answer right now is yes. Let's take a look at some other recommendations by the CDC. Can a vaccinated person attend a party or a gathering if all of the people have been vaccinated? As you can see on your screen right now, you'll see yes, the CDC's answer is you can. And another new guideline, check this one out. The CDC says an unvaccinated person or couple can also attend a gathering if they are not high risk.
Well, things change every day with COVID-19 and the vaccination process.
Yes, we have 3 things this morning you need to know right now about the vaccine.
Yeah, up first, number 1, in Washington state, everyone 16 and older will be eligible to receive the coronavirus vaccine by May 1st. The State Department of Health accelerated its tiered approach to vaccine eligibility following the president's directive, making most Americans eligible in a little over a month. And it's not just Washington opening up vaccine eligibility, Idaho is as well. People 16 and older in North Idaho are eligible for the vaccine now. The Panhandle Health District tells KREM that providers reported having unfilled appointments, and they are seeing more vaccines available than there are people coming in.
Number 2, AstraZeneca now insists that its COVID-19 vaccine is strongly effective even after counting additional illnesses in its disputed U.S. study. In a late-night press release, AstraZeneca says it had recalculated data from the study and concluded the vaccine is 76% effective in preventing symptomatic COVID-19 instead of the 79% it had claimed earlier in the week.
And number 3, a recommendation from a new study by the National Institute for Health Research says patients planning elective surgeries should get priority for the COVID vaccine. Surgery patients are at a much higher risk for catching COVID, especially patients 70 and older. The study says vaccinating surgery patients could save more than 50,000 lives.
Here at 7:36, there's a virtual kindergarten teacher in Redmond that is suddenly becoming a bit of a social media star.
Yeah, he really has. We talked about his viral TikTok taking his class to the zoo. Well, he has more than 25,000 followers on Instagram and rave reviews from kids and parents alike.
Now check this story out. Our sister station in Seattle spoke with him about going above and beyond in a pandemic.
My name is Garrett Talcott, kindergarten teacher at Ella Baker Elementary in Redmond, Washington.
How do you explain the unique energy you bring to kindergarten?
Well, it's not coffee, for sure, because I don't drink coffee. But it's really about just making sure that these students are engaged each and every single day. They want to come and get onto that virtual call. We're all going through different feelings and emotions, and so when I get on there, whether I've had enough sleep or I'm not ready or not ready, boom, the moment I hit that live button, I have to be ready and I have to be there for those students and make sure that it's the best day of their life.
We are here on the set, which is also your kitchen. Is the landlord aware that you're hosting roller coaster rides? I've seen you take a jumbo jet right out of here.
Brace yourself, friends. I'm a great pilot.
No, and our neighbors haven't said anything yet, so hopefully we're all good there. But definitely, we're having experiences in this 500 square foot apartment.
Do you think scientists may make mistakes sometimes? Yeah! Absolutely! Am I gonna give up as a scientist? No.
You're taking the show on the road a lot, field trips.
Let's keep going. You got it!
Why not take it elsewhere? We live in an amazing place, Seattle, Washington. So many great resources.
Let's take here!
I think the big thing that we focus on is engagement and making that learning fun. And so, boom, if that means that we can learn about habitats, boom, take them to the zoo. We're going to the zoo.
Awesome!
It seems like you're reaching out and trying to make sure that these kids know that they're okay.
People see you. You matter, you are important, and you are special.
Absolutely. I have some amazing help. My partner, Michael. I'm doing the job of teaching our amazing class, but he's the one capturing it.
Hands up to the right!
As the saying goes, teamwork makes the dream work.
Thank you.
I'll do the air high five. That's the safest kind.
Well, Krispy Kreme may have the newest and sweetest incentive to get vaccinated. After the break, how to get a free donut from the famous franchise.
And we're getting closer to a new Spokane flag coming up in our next hour. I'm speaking with some of the finalists about what their design means to them and to our area. Plus, The Zags made history so far this season and are looking for a few more records right now. So before we go to break, we're going to leave you with a little bit of Gonzaga basketball trivia. How many teams do you think have entered the NCAA tournament undefeated? That answer after the break.